and it's the show which brought us crime, corruption and office romances. But where are the stars of The Bill now as the iconic ITV police drama celebrates its 40th anniversary today? We're reuniting some of those legendary coppers right here in the studio. Very best of luck with the competition. Now then, on this exact day, 40 years ago, the nation was about to be introduced to a new type of TV drama.
At 9 o'clock on the 16th of October 1984, people gathered around their television screens, turned on ITV and watched The Bill for the very first time.
Throughout its 2,425 episodes, the police drama brought us legendary characters, fast-paced storylines and, of course, those iconic opening titles. But where are those officers from the Sunhill Police Station now?
To celebrate the show's 40th anniversary, we're reuniting some of the show's stars. But first, here's how The Bill became a British institution.
You're going too fast! Don't you know this is a one-way street?
It's not your wife we're interested in, Neil. It's you.
Sarge.
What?
Have you taken a knife and stabbed me through the heart? You could not have hurt me more. See what you've done to me.
So where are some of those famous boys in blue now?
Some of them are with us today. In the very first episode, back in 1984, we were introduced to DC Jim Garver, who was, of course, played by Mark Wingett.
Oh, amazing.
There he
Another
is.
Sunhill staple was PC Tony Stamp, who was played by the brilliant Graham Cole for 25 years, Graham.
I wasn't George.
No, you weren't, George. That was a different Cole.
And he kept his fellow coppers in check as Detective Inspector Neil Manson. Andrew Lantle is also here with us this morning. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Pleasure.
It's amazing. 40 years.
Fantastic.
40 years
Fantastic.
tonight.
Yeah. It is.
And we're still here.
But did you ever expect it was going to have this level of success and that people would still be watching it now, watching the reruns and celebrating the time?
For me, there was a pilot before the series, which was called Wooden Top, and I took it on because it was a month's work. And it was that was it. It was an hour play, and I thought this is something different. I was playing lunatics and drug addicts before. I thought, play a policeman.
Nothing changed.
Little did I know that I'd be doing it 21 years later, and I made 787 episodes.
Did
You
you?
did.
It was amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I think we've got a still of you and Trudy in Wooden Top. So this was essentially what ended up being the pilot episode, this broadcast episode. And you can see, look, there you are there.
Fantastic.
And, of course, you as a PC in that one. And your career within Sunhill developed significantly, didn't it?
Well, not really. He never really rose above DC. DC was still a constable.
But,
I think right at the very end he became a sergeant. But,
Right.
No.
I remember my first scene with you when I was so nervous because, we used to call him the guru.
Right, because
Oh,
you've been
I
there.
Yeah,
It's
he's Coley
Bengali.
Moley, he's the guru. And and I was like, OK, I'm acting with Mark Wingett, and I was his boss, and I had to tell him off, So it was,
Wow.
it was quite a daunting thing to go into it. But,
Yeah.
But we always knew we were doing something special, and the thing is, it's still on.
Yes.
Somewhere in the world, and it's on you all the time, and so it's got this whole new fan base. So while we're celebrating 40 years, it feels like it's still quite current. And
I think, Graham, did you do over 1,000 episodes?
There's distinct between 1,400 and 1,200.
Right, OK, no one's quite sure.
Depends who...
I think...
Yeah.
Have you got the record?
Yeah.
You got the record.
Yeah, I've got the record.
Out.
But I think what it did so amazingly was it humanised the police force as well, wouldn't you say, Graham?
That's a beautiful thing to say, because when I got the part, like many of us, I was from theatre, 12 years in theatre before it. And when I got the part, and they gave me this breakdown, he's a gun specialist, a car specialist, a martial arts. I mean, what he wasn't a specialist in was frightening. But, of course, then you go research it. But, like you two, your producers and they don't know that's going to work. And for us, it was exactly the same. It just works. And if you like each other, you build from that. And when your earlier question, when we're on the streets, which was 98% of my time on the streets of London, my beautiful city that I adore, public will come up to you all the time. You've got an idea, this is a bit different. I mean, Sherry, my missus, used to get fed up with going shopping because if I got smacked by some woman because he was trying to womanize, at the time, we'd be walking around Marks and Spencer's. There are other stores available, and sort of like the third woman, I can't give me a hug, and Sherry just goes, "I'll see you in the car in 20 minutes."
Yeah.
Still, I mean, you did a selfie at 8 o'clock this morning.
I did a selfie in the hotel.
Really?
I was doing a new series in Newcastle recently, a new Sheridan Smith series, and I was dressed as a lawyer, barrister, wig, all of it, and outside having a cup of tea, and 2 people came up to D.I. Manson. So it's still got that familiarity.
Can't pay for that, can you?
Because it's still on, it's still everywhere, thank God.
And does anyone ever come up to you and go, "Oh, you were Morton Harkett"? Does anybody ever do that?
My daughter does that quite a lot. Are you saying?
Do you know this about Andrew?
Do you know
Mark?
that
Do
he
you
was
understand exactly his heritage with Scandinavian pop groups?
Oh, yeah. No.
We worked together, didn't we, Kat?
We did. So
Yeah.
I was hosting Celebrity Stars in Their Eyes, and Andrew actually won it as Morton
Look at this.
Harkett.
Yeah.
Now, how about this?
Look.
And he actually won. His voice was amazing. Look at him go.
Yeah.
Still
Look
got
at
that
that
wig.
for a quiz.
Still got that wig.
I wanted to do that show. They wouldn't let me because I was a singer.
No, but you weren't allowed.
Oh, we'd let anybody on.
But my daughter watches that clip all the
Does
time now.
she?
The only other time I see it is when I do This Morning, every single day.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
yeah,
We've got to roll it out. We've got to roll
I
it
think
out.
as well, it's about real police officers. I spend my life with Postmatic Express 999 now. I'm the very proud president. We go off to Birmingham,
Yeah.
leaving you, do a presentation tomorrow, and just being with the cops. And your absolute salient point you made, well, I looked at all that stuff and thought, I want to put a heart inside that uniform.
Yeah.
The thing that we forget is, they're people's brothers, sisters, husbands, wives. We forget, so they've got that gear on. You just forget that.
I think it was the first time you'd really got a window into London crime. Most of the storylines were based on real crimes by Met officers. They were there with us all the time, and a window into the lives of the coppers. Sometimes, yes, it went a bit soapy. Sometimes it went too serious. Who knows? It had all these different, lives, but it was still there, and it lasted a very long time.
So Kissy Trudy, after 18 years of working with us, was quite interesting.
Yes,
Yeah.
she speaks very highly of you as well.
Did she? Apparently, I wasn't a very good kisser, apparently.
Kissing your husband, Kit, was even better.
Mark, there is something incredibly special about you lot when you all get together, because you shared this experience. Like, we loved it from the outside.
Oh, we're raucous.
But you shared it on the inside, of course.
That's beautiful.
And it's still loved. I mean, as Andrew's saying, it's still watched. It's still in Australia. You're still very big over there.
Do you know we do Bill reunions?
Yes.
Misty Moon. They're our events coordinators, and it's fantastic. We're in Misty Moon 11 in November. It sells out within days. And I'm trying to coerce this one to come along. Marky Trude and I did the last one, and it was hysterical.
Where was that one held?
The Cinema Museum in Kennington. It's a beautiful, atmospheric place.
This is Charlie Chaplin's old workhouse.
Yeah.
Wherever you go in the world, whatever shows you're doing, I was doing a junket for another series recently and still talking about the Bill, and I'm really proud of it.
It's beautiful.
I've become, I think, in some ways more affectionate, as time goes on. Because it's still on. It's still on streaming and still on all the time. And it's part of
And
people's
kids, of
lives.
course, I do Pantos.
Yeah.
And you keep saying, can you still put From the Bill underneath the post? Yeah, because the kids are watching at 7 o'clock in the morning.
And they're enjoying it then.
Yeah.
Do you think they could ever make more of them?
Not with these two.
Too old now, that's
Too
right. Yeah,
expensive.
I can
absolutely.
play
Yeah.
anyone's
Can't
dad
afford
or
me.
granddad that they want me
It's
to.
probably the most common question we get asked. Probably every day of our lives is the Bill coming back. And, in many ways, it's never gone away.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's still there. I don't know how they would reboot it. I'm sure they'd find a way, but...
It's very different now.
Yeah,
But there is a huge
very
affection
different.
for it as well, and
Yeah.
trying to recreate that might be
I
difficult.
think sometimes, though, keep it. Just keep it as it
As
was.
it was.
Keep, because, you watch that show, 27 years, or 25 years I did on that show. You can watch London skyline change. You can watch history change.
Yeah.
It's
But for
amazing.
the girls and boys that are out there now, I have absolute admiration.
Amazing.
All
Well,
those
thank
episodes of
you.
The Bill are free to stream on Service U. You can weekly catch up with you and the drama
Thank you
channels.
for joining us. Here's